Workshops are a great way to get passive income in Mountain Blade Bannerlord, but if you want your workshop profit to look like this, you should do a few things to increase the gold you get, and I am going to show you what exactly you can do to make your revenue become significantly higher. So let's start. The first thing to do when you get a workshop is to switch your production type to something that's missing in a specific part of the map. In this part of Kauradia I haven't seen a smithy, but I have seen an iron ore producing village bound to Thorngard, so I decided to buy a workshop in that town and then convert it into a smithy. Because it was the only smithy in the area, I had a good profit of 600, and with each passing day it was getting higher and higher. An easy way to estimate the profit of a workshop is to check the prices of items in that market. Here in Haugard I see that silver and jewelry are expensive, so I decide to buy a workshop and convert it into a silversmith, and this is the result. The next tip is going to take the things to a higher level, because you are going to be the one doing the supplying. In your workshop panel, you can see the following option: get inputs from the warehouse. This will make workers use anything you have left in the warehouse. The required items for each production you can see by clicking on the change button. Go get a good amount of raw materials for a very cheap price from a village and then leave them in the warehouse so your workers can use them. Then, when the items are ready, the profit is going to be better, and as you can see, this paid a good amount of 1000 gold. Just make sure the workshop is always supplied, or else it is going to be halted if the warehouse and the market have no items to use. And if you are not lazy, like me, you can take charge of everything by making the produced items go to the warehouse, from where you can take them and sell them yourself for a better profit elsewhere. You have already seen what the profit from the silversmith is when it is all automatic, but here is what you can get when you do the supplying and the selling. The amount of gold I got for the 2 jewelry: 1 silver ore, which turned into 1 jewelry, sold for over 1000 gold. But remember, while doing that, you should always trade other items in order to get trading XP, which you can use to boost your workshop income. What else can you do in order to maximize your workshop profit? Always clear the area around the workshop and make it safe. You have to make sure that caravans and villagers don't get attacked by bandits or any unfriendly parties. Villagers are the ones who bring raw materials to the town market, and these raw materials the workers take to use for production. And exactly, caravans are the ones who are going to travel into the town where your workshop is located, and they are the ones who are going to buy your production and later sell it. When picking where your workshops will be, it's also important to avoid towns which are near the border of 2 kingdoms in a war. A war will basically make caravans get attacked more often. Villagers won't make it to towns, villages will get raided, raw materials and produced items will not be able to go in and out of the town because of sieges, and in general the profit your workshop makes will go down. For example, in this save file I have workshops in the towns in the corner of the map, so they don't get attacked by enemies. Also remember to take a look at the bound villages and their primary production. For example, if you want to own a wine press, it is good to buy a workshop in a town with grape producing villages around it. Or if you want to own an oil press, look for villages that produce olives. To make everything even better, we come to the 5th tip you need to know. the perks that will make your profit go up whenever you utilize them in your workshops. These perks decrease the trading penalty while selling items, while trading with villages, and while buying some specific raw materials. There is also this perk that increases your renown by 1 for each profiting workshop you own per day. These are especially useful if you decide to do all the trading by yourself. If you have a silversmith and you have the rapid development perk, you can get silver for very low and make jewelry which you can sell for a high price. For your governor, make sure to get this perk which increases workshop production by 25%, and this perk which increases the production rate of iron and other items in the bound villages, letting you buy even more raw materials. Okay, enough perks, let's get to the last thing you should pay attention to. Make sure you have workshops in settlements with high prosperity. Owning a workshop in a high prosperity town will increase your profit because the prices will go up. Here the game was very advanced and the prosperity of these towns increased to almost 20,000. Okay, now let's talk about some common mistakes to avoid. Number 1. You want everything to happen instantly. That's not how it works. When I got my workshop in this save file, it took about 10 days for the revenue to get increased to the point where I can be on the positive after paying my army and the workers each day. Number 2. You buy workshops in towns that belong to a culture you won't be playing with. If a war breaks out between your kingdom and another kingdom, and if the workshop is in the enemy kingdom, it will just stop working. Number 3. Completing quests for bandits. Why is that a problem? Well, if you complete quests for bandits, you are going to impact the security of the town negatively, which impacts the loyalty, and you risk a rebellion which may lead to you losing your workshop. Keep in mind that prices are not always the same. Sometimes even faraway wars can have an impact on prices, and multiple caravans can sell the same item in a town, flooding the market with that item. I am going to leave a link in the description with a table where you can see the best workshops you can get in different towns and the towns with the highest prosperity. Speaking of prosperity, this video here will show you all you need to know about prosperity and how to increase the prosperity of towns. Tell me what you think about workshops and make sure you leave any suggestions in the comments below. If you don't want to miss out any future Bannerlord guides, make sure to subscribe, or if you want to support the channel, you are welcome to become a member. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.